If social media feels way harder than it should be, this is for you. Fix Your Socials Week starts the 26th of January. It's a completely free challenge for handmade business owners who are fed up of overthinking content and still not seeing sales. Give me 10 minutes a day for 5 days and I'll help you get clear on what to post, what to stop doing, and how to show up online without it taking over your life. No pressure, no BS, no fluff, no trying to keep up with everybody else. Just practical support that actually makes sense. Sign up now at handmadebosses.com/fix your socials. That's handmadebosses.com/fix your socials. The link will also be in the show notes. This is going to be such a good challenge and such a good way to start off the new year. I cannot wait to see you there. Have your sales gone dead after Christmas and you've already convinced yourself that your shop is doomed for 2026? Stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly what to do in that post-holiday Christmas slump so that you do not panic, but you actually turn that into profits. January, especially on Etsy or any marketplace really, can feel extremely brutal. One minute your phone's like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. The next minute it's like everybody has just forgotten your shop exists. If your orders have suddenly slowed right down, I promise you that nothing has gone wrong. This video is going to walk you through exactly what happens after Christmas, how to read your December stats the right way, and the simple tweaks that you can make so that January doesn't sting so hard. And a quick intro if you are new here. Hello, my name is Steph and I coach makers through all of the fun stuff like pricing, Etsy, marketing, growing, starting, scaling your business so that it's a nice little side hobby to start with, but we're going to get it to, hey, this is a real business and it's paying some serious bills here. And in this episode, we are going to cover why the post-holiday slump is completely normal, what to do with your December data so that you can actually learn from it, and some quick product and listing tweaks that you can make this week. Not only that, but some simple off Etsy marketing moves for January, and how to build a calm, realistic plan so that you're not spiraling every time you open the Etsy app. And if that sounds cool and helpful, hit subscribe because every single week I'm coming at you with some helpful videos just like this one. All right, so I've got some notes here, so I am going to be looking down just to make sure that I get as much of this out as possible because I have a habit of just kind of like skipping over things and then looking at something else, getting sidetracked. So I have to have notes, especially when I do YouTube videos, podcasts, all those kinds of things. Normally when I do my lives, I'm like off the cuff, I'm coming up with things, but for the videos, I want to make sure they are as valuable as I can, packed into whatever time this video is. So section 1 here is to normalize the slump and check what actually happened. So first job here is that we are not making big dramatic decisions based on the first or second quiet week of January, okay? Because let's be honest, your customers, what are they doing right now? And this is where really understanding your target market and how they're thinking and feeling right now comes into play, because they are back at work. They're slightly skint. They are living off leftovers right now, and they're pretending that they're going to do a no spend month. So of course, sales are going to be down because everyone is feeling the pinch after the holiday season, right? So think of your shop like a little handmade cafe, right? December is you with queues out the door, no clean mugs left. You're like, ka-ching, yes. January is you with a couple of regulars coming in, but everybody else is nursing a food hangover. Instead of saying, why has Etsy punished me? Is anyone else slow? What's going on? I want you to ask yourself, okay, what actually happened in December? So I want you right now, as you're watching this, to open your Etsy stats and look at these 3 things. Number 1 is your traffic. So I want you to find out how many visits did you get in December compared to, say, November, October time. Did it spike for Christmas and now it's dropped, or did it actually stay fairly similar and it's just your conversion rate that's dipped? You need to know those questions. Number 2, your conversion rate. What percentage of people who visited your shop actually bought stuff, right? A rough rule of thumb for Handmade on Etsy is, because I always get asked, somewhere between 2 and 4% is pretty good, pretty normal. Anything below that, we need to do some work here. And let's say you were on like 2.8% in December. That tells me that people were still buying. They were maybe just choosier or your traffic changed. And the third thing is, what were your dead weight listings and what were your best selling listings? So which listings did the heavy lifting here? Was it your gift sets? Was it your stocking fillers? Was it your personalized pieces? And which listings might as well have just been not even there. They were just invisible. We're not judging here, by the way. We're just gathering those clues that we need to know to make that all-important judgment call. Once you have those numbers, and if you haven't, pause this, go and grab those. Then we're going to move on to section 2, which is some quick wins and refreshing what already works, okay? So now you've got a rough idea of what December actually really looked like. We're going to do the least sexy thing ever, but it's the most effective thing. We're going to work with what already sells, okay? If you had clear best-selling products that did really well for you in December, these are going to be your starting point for the new year. So you want to ask yourself, how can I make a non-Christmassy version of this? So some examples here. Let's say you sold loads of personalized baubles, right? Obvious Christmas win. Can you do a new home version or a new baby version or a first day of school or a birthday version that use the same base design, same material, same skills? You're just repurposing it so that you have a product for every time of year, every month. So it's not just like a Christmas product. And let's say you had some gift boxes, some gift sets, and they flew off the shelves. Can you repackage them for January as self-care kits, back to work treats, study bundles, or new job gifts? With this, you are not reinventing your whole product line. You're simply just very calmly changing the outfit or the packaging or what it comes in. And honestly, this is the most cost-effective way that people do this. And the big brands do this all the freaking time. Like, you know, those little gift sets in Boots that you get from like Clarins or Clinique or something like that. All they literally do is they remove the outer Christmas box, replace it with a very plain looking box, and that's it. You have a gift set that you can sell either for Christmas, birthday, whatever. You can do it all year round, and that's literally all they do. So what I want to quickly mention here as well is some very practical listing tweaks that you can do straight after watching this video this week. So number 1 is to update your photos. Take away the Christmas props, the fairy lights, the baubles and like fake snow, and replace with neutral styling, simple backgrounds, maybe even like a tiny hint of like cozy at home, instead of like, hey, this is Christmas, look at this, wow, Christmassy. You know, you just want to kind of remove a little bit of the Christmas theming. And by the way, if you haven't done this already, please make sure to go and remove any out of date stuff. So we don't want any last Christmas posting dates, any like Christmassy images, because all of that screams, I don't check my shop enough. And people are really funny about that kind of stuff. That's, again, the main reason why places like Boots will do a massive clear out sale of all of their Christmas stuff, because they do not want people going in March and still seeing Christmas stuff on the shelves. The second thing is to refresh your titles and tags. So you want to add phrases people are actually searching for in January. So things like self-care gift, organization, goal setting, new job gift, back to school, winter birthday, all those kinds of things. And the third thing is to update your description. So you want to shift the story from perfect Christmas gift, yeah, gifting, yeah, to like small everyday treat or thoughtful gift for someone who needs a boost or something like that. And you don't need to do this for every single listing, by the way, but you want to start with the products that sold well in December and a couple of listings that you want or you think closely resemble something that could become something that sells well for you in the new year. And doing all of this alone can make your shop feel like it's less stuck in Christmas mode and more like it's open for business as usual again. Section 3, okay? So I want you to follow along with me, by the way. I don't want you to like listen to all this, watch all this, go, yeah, and then do nothing with it. because that's not why I create these videos / podcasts, depending on where you're watching this. I do this like a little mini course for you to follow along. So section 3 is, let's talk about some simple January offers that do not break your brain. Let's be honest, there's probably still residual stress from December. We're all running around either doing like a big clean, a big tidy up, we're sorting stuff out, charity shop runs, all that kind of stuff, right? I get it because I am exactly the same. But January does not need to feel like a huge complicated sale event with 97 graphics, 4-page email funnel if your brain is already like, enough, I am fried. So really, I want you to think in terms of small levers, not giant sale launches, okay? So here are some low faff ideas. Number 1, a thank you December offer, okay? You could email your past Christmas customers. And by the way, if you don't have an email list, I'm actually going to leave something below that's going to help you with this. Honestly, for the price I'm charging for this thing, it's like, yes, it's a freaking no-brainer if I'm being honest. And if you don't have your email list, this is exactly why. This January quiet slump is exactly why you need an email list, because that becomes your ready-made base of people who are wanting to buy from you. And all you literally would need to do here is email them 2 to 3 times to start your order flow again, all right? But you want to email your customers that either bought from you at Christmas time, supported you before, and just say something like, thanks so much for supporting my shop this Christmas time. As a little thank you, here is a small treat that you can use up until the 7th of January or the 15th or whatever. Like, offer them some kind of freebie, discount code, something like that. The point here is not to slash your prices, because you do not want to feel like you have to compete on price all the time. Handmade business owners really should not be competing on price ever, because, you know, if your product is handmade, every single product is different from everybody else's out there. So you cannot really compare like for like. And also handmade products, they should come at a premium anyway. Handmade chocolates do, handmade cars do. Like, come on now, we all need to be charging a little bit more, and stop looking left and right and seeing what everybody else is doing. Like, that's fine. It's on them. It's not on you. Okay. Quick pep talk there. But the point is not to slash your prices. The point here is to remind people that you exist and make it easy for them to buy from you again. The second thing you could do is a really easy promo is a tiny bundle or a set. So if you sell items that naturally go together, create 1 or 2 simple bundles. So for example, 3 prints for a mini gallery wall, or a bookmark and a notebook combo, or a soap and skincare set. You can use the same products that you already have. All you need to do is repackage them as a bundle and save a little bit on the cost. And if you've got my bundle and boost it toolkit, you know exactly how to do this without a faff. And I'm actually going to link that below for you guys as well. And the third thing is a New Year, Same You mini promo. I really like this idea. I think it's really fun and really cool, because everybody screams, New Year, New You. You could flip that and say, New Year, Same You, just a little more cozy, organized, creative, calm, whatever your products do for your customer, right? So you could position your products as small upgrades instead of like a complete personality overhaul, which everybody seems to want to do as soon as the new year hits. So you want to really consider this as pick 1 offer for the month, not 10. Run it gently, but consistently. You want to talk about it in your description, your announcement bar, emails. That's really important. Make sure you build your email list, please. And your social posts, instead of dreaming up a new thing every 3 days. So section 4 is off Etsy marketing that doesn't eat your life. We need to stop relying on Etsy alone, okay? If December taught you anything, it's that when Etsy search is buzzing, life feels good. You're like, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Your phone is going bonkers. You're feeling good about stuff. But when it goes quiet, you are instantly opening Indeed and looking at part-time jobs because you panic. And I completely feel this. Like, I get it. I've been there. But we're not going to be doing that cycle this year, okay? I want you to pick 1 off Etsy channel, 1 marketing channel. This is going to be your home hub to lean on in January, okay? This could be email, it can be social, it can be Pinterest, it can be whatever you want, right? And you can do all 3 if you are feeling very spicy, but honestly, I wholeheartedly know to be a factual thing and 100% true that you just need one to focus on, like I promise you. So option 1 is email, okay? If you've got a list, even a tiny one with like 12 people on, that's fine. That is a good start. And that is where you warm everybody back up again. So you can send 2 to 3 super simple emails over the month, right? And you could say like, what happened in my shop or in my brand this Christmas time? You could share your favorite orders, any behind the scenes chaos pictures that you want to share, a couple of customer photos, reviews. And then you could gently just link to your new non-Christmas versions that you have going, you know, all the stuff that we created in section 1, section 2, section 3, like you could just gently link to those things. Yeah. The second email could be little January pick-me-ups where you are. The second email could be little January pick-me-ups. So you could curate 3 to 5 products that are good for back to work, back to school, those kinds of things. Keep it light. Like, I think treating this as like you're sending a list to a friend is a really, really good. And email 3 could literally be a sneak peek as to what you're making next, like Valentine's designs, Mother's Day, all those kinds of things, right? And one thing I want you to realize here is that if you are a maker and you're desperate to grow your sales, you're desperate to take more control within your business, but you don't like social media because you're like, oh, algorithms, I've had enough of the algorithms. That's fine. Just do email. And if it's something you want help with, side note, like, please go and check out that thing below, because trust me, it is really honestly going to make such a difference for you. And also what I'm going to link for you below as well is your social media sidekick. Listen, in 2025, I spent something like, £19,000 on marketing help for my business. No joke, I can literally show you the screenshots. It's literally crazy. So I created the SMS, the social media sidekick, to help you to market your business. Basically, it's your socials, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, done for you each and every month with a strategy in place, everything you need to actually make your socials work. So I'm going to link that for you as well below. But honestly, it's such a good idea to jump on board. All right, option 2, Pinterest. Pinterest in January is popping off. It's absolutely buzzing, right? Because you've got a load of people who are pinning goals, home refresh ideas, planners, DIY, hobby projects, blah, 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 blah. You know what it's like. So create new fresh pins for your best sellers, any bundles that you've just created, and any products that naturally fit your New Year themes. By the way, you do not need to be pinning on the platform 24/7. You can batch 10 pins in Canva, schedule them, walk away, you're done. Sounds good, right? Option 3, social media, okay? If social media has felt like a chore, especially in November, December when you are busy, January is a perfect time to simplify all of that. So, for example, 1 behind the scenes reel a week. Nice and easy, right? 1 product showcase post, 1 customer review photo, or just photo in general, or 1 real human post about how you're actually feeling. That's it. Like 4 posts a week. That's it. Not 4 posts a day, 4 posts a week. And again, if you are sick and tired of trying to figure out hooks, captions, what to post where, all that kind of stuff, then that is what the social media sidekick, my membership, is for. And I promise you, it's going to make all of this feel so much easier, especially if you're like, you know what, January's a slump in. I seriously need to get my bum in gear for next year, because I don't want to be in this position this time next year. All right, so now we are on to section 5. And I really, really hope that you are enjoying this mini course, because honestly, it's a crash course in, you know what, we do not want to be in that slump again. And I love this for you. I think it's so cool. Okay, so section 5 is mindset and planning. We want to build a calm January plan, okay? So let's talk about some brain stuff for a minute, which is one of my favorite topics, but it's one that I think a lot of business owners kind of just sleep on and kind of just go, yeah, right, mindset, yeah, that's all very fluffy, it's all very woo-woo, it's all very nice, but actually you are a creative business owner. So actually 90% of all of your business stuff, your products, marketing, everything comes from your brain. So it kind of makes sense that we give our brain a little MOT here, right? Because we want our creative business to be creative, to be thoughtful, and to succeed. To do that, we need to take care of this. So it's very tempting in a slow month to kind of just go, I'm rubbish, my products are rubbish, my shop is rubbish, 2026 is rubbish, everything's rubbish. You're not allowed to bully yourself like that. Like I'm telling you, you're like, no. You're not allowed to bully yourself into making any heavy decisions because you're feeling a little bit crap, to be quite honest with you. January is purely data. It's not a verdict here, okay? So instead, I want you to build a tiny, very boring, but effective plan, okay? And I always say, like, the stuff that moves the needle the most is unsexy. And that's just the brass facts of it. Like, literally, it's not very sexy, but it does work, okay? So ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what is my realistic sales goal for January, okay? Not your fantasy quit my job tomorrow number. Something like, I'd like 10 orders, or I'd like to match what I made this time last year, or I'd like to cover my electric bill, my water bill, my wages, whatever that looks like, okay? Number 2, what are 3 levers that you can pull to make that happen? So you could start your email list. You could send a couple of emails a week if you have that list. You could refresh your top 5 listings. You could post 3 times a week on one platform. It's just those 3 things that you can control, by the way, because we don't want to be going, get more views. Well, we can't necessarily always control that, but we can help things that are going to help you to get more views. Does that make sense? So what are those 3 levers that you can actually control? Question 3 is, what support do I need? Is it accountability? Is it templates? Is it a system? Is it someone just saying, stop faffing, this is the plan, this is exactly what you need to do, right? And when you look at your business, like, I'm taking a zoomed out umbrella view right now. When you're looking at your business as a system, not just random posts and random products, it becomes a lot easier to know exactly what to do when things slow down. And that's exactly what I teach inside of all of my programs, all of my products, is really spotting what phase you are in, what's missing, and which lever to pull next. Because you do not need like a new personality. You do not need new year, new you. You just need a small list of repeatable habits, even, to be honest with you, repeatable actions that you can actually stick to on a consistent basis. All right, let's wrap this up with some homework, because I know that you love when I send you away with something tangible that you can actually do. So your homework for after this video or podcast is, I want you to check your December stats like we walked through: traffic, conversion rate, and your top 3, okay? Write them down somewhere so that you can actually see those numbers. 2 is to pick one quick win. Either refresh the photos, titles, descriptions of those top 3 listings, or you can create one tiny bundle or offer for January, February, March, whatever feels good for you, okay? Number 3 is to choose one off Etsy channel to show up on, okay? That can be email, Pinterest, or social, okay? Then commit to a realistic schedule for the next 4 weeks. And again, like, if you do want help with the social side of this, I can help you. Like, I can literally coach you through this every single month. Not only that, but I can actually give you the socials to post every single month. And it's done in a way where it's completely malleable to your business, to your niche. And side note, it's not done in a way where everyone's social starts to look the same. It's really quite unique. It's really quite different. And I'm excited for you to see it. It is called the Social Media Sidekick. It is a monthly membership you can cancel anytime. You get plug and play captions, Canva templates, hooks, hashtags, prompts. I've got a whole list here, but you get the gist. Definitely go and check that out. And if this mini course video / podcast helped you, subscribe, give it a like. And if you want to watch the video version of this, go to YouTube. And if you don't like watching my face, you can also listen to this on the podcast as well. Spotify, podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. I don't know all the lingo, but you get what I mean. So guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you love this episode, make sure you hit the follow button so you never miss the next one. And also, why not come and hang out with me on Instagram? It's at Handmade Bosses for daily tips, behind the scenes. And also, don't forget, you can catch the video version of this podcast over on YouTube too. Until next time, keep going towards your handmade business goals, boss, because the world really does need those special creations that only you can make.